right, the fights are over, and the final pay-per-view of the year was an absolute roller coaster. We saw a stunning upset in the main event, a gruesome injury crown a new champion, and a legend hang up the gloves for good. We've got a lot to get through. This is the final word on UFC 323. We have to start with the main event, and what a main event it was. Petr Yan didn't just win, he put on a show. He stuffed 27 of Merab's 29 takedown attempts, battered his body, and landed takedowns of his own. That wasn't just a win, it was a resurrection. The king is back. The co-main event gave us a new champion in the worst way possible. Alexandra Pantoja's arm is hurt on a bad fall just 26 seconds in. A bizarre, gruesome ending. My verdict is that Van gets the belt, but it comes with a giant asterisk. An immediate rematch is the only honorable path forward. Then we had Tatsuro Taira becoming the first man to ever finish the legendary assassin Beatty, Brandon Moreno. A massive statement. Taira is a legitimate title threat right now. And in the legend's last ride, Peyton Talbot put on a show, dominating Henry Cejudo for a clean sweep. The torch has officially been passed. A tough way for a legend to go out, but Talbot proved he belongs. But the fighters weren't the only ones being judged tonight. Now, it's time to put our own model on trial. This is where we show our work. Last week, we made a call for all 14 fights. Let's get right to the numbers. Overall, the model went 8-5 with 1 draw for a 62% accuracy rate. That's not our best work, but fairly in line with most predictors out there, with so many upsets. Let's examine the evidence. First, the hits. The model correctly identified the rising contenders. We called the upset for Tatsuro Taira over a legend. We banked on youth and momentum with Peyton Talbot. We correctly picked the debuting judo champ Iwo Baraniewski to expose the grappling holes in his opponent. And we nailed the picks for Barber, Turner, Duncan, Abdul Malik, and Santos. Now for the misses. And there were some big ones. Merab versus Yan. A huge miss. We predicted Merab's pressure would be too much, but we failed to account for a fully healthy Petr Yan. While we did not feel the odds laid out for Merab were justified too much, and in fact, our betting model indicated a good amount of value on the underdog. We are not quite yet ready to launch, and therefore are calling this a loss. The model saw a trend and went with the favorite as a higher % chance to win, but Yan provided a masterclass in adaptation. A brilliant performance we were wrong about. Pantoja versus Van. The model favored the champion's grappling. The verdict? Can't predict a freak injury. A 26-second arm snap is pure chaos. The model can't account for that. Blachowicz versus Guskov. We picked the underdog Guskov to get a finish. He nearly did in the second round, but Blachowicz's veteran toughness held up, leading to a majority draw. The model saw the potential, but couldn't account for the scorecards or the very unlikely draw outcome. And we missed on Ferreira, Sadikov, and Dawson. Vettori's chin held up, but Ferreira was able to get the win. This fight was a tough on for the model and went back and forth on it. What a great fight, and we got it wrong. Zium's technical striking beat the brawl, and Manuel Torres proved that sometimes a glass cannon can hit its mark before the grinder gets going. So, the final judgment on our model, a B-. Not a great grade, but still reasonable. The model struggled to weigh fighter adaptation and the sheer chaos of the sport. The model is a tool, not a crystal ball, and that's why we always trust the data, but respect the results. While many would consider above 60% a success, we hold ourselves to a higher standard and aim to be at the high end of excellence. Which prediction surprised you the most, whether correct or incorrect? Drop your thoughts in the comments.